welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be working on a real fun thing that's close to my heart. We're going to be doing our prayer rocks or blessing stones, whatever you would want to refer to those as. And what they are is a little stone, and I've chosen to put crosses on them because I want to hand them out to people to remind them to pray, or you could hand them out to people to remind them to be thankful and how blessed they are in their lives. They're just a little stone. You want them to fit into your pocket or place them in an area like on the dresser, so when they look at them that they'll remember to be either thankful or to pray or different things like that. You also, if you were doing a cause, a certain type of thing, you could always make it for that cause as well and raise awareness. So there's all kinds of ideas that you could use behind this. So we want to start out with flat stones, and you want them small enough. You don't want them really big, at least to put in a pocket. You want them nice and smooth so you can draw onto them. You don't want something real big that you put in your pocket and you'd know you were carrying it all day long. Just something that's a little small, unless they were putting it on like a dresser or something, and then you could go a little bit bigger, whatever is best for you. And I picked mine up at the lake, but we've all got stones around. These actually came from Lake Erie, and you've got different places you can pick them up in the creek. You might find some in your driveway, in your front yard. You know, there are stones everywhere. That's a really nice thing about this project. So what I did is I took my stones and I used oil paint sticks on mine because to me they kind of gave it a stained glass look, and especially with the crosses, that's what I was kind of going for. And there's all kinds of different ways that you could decorate them, and I did at least 3 different colors. Now, like I said, I'm going to be doing the oil paint sticks, but you could use metallic acrylic paints, anything to color them. You could use colored pencils, just all kinds of different ideas. Don't get just stuck that you can only use the paint sticks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick one here, and I did a video on the oil paint sticks, and these are iridescent colors. So if you didn't see that video, jump over there, and it gives all of the ways how to use them and everything, which is really neat. So I'm just going to color them on just like this. Get up underneath that, skim on the dry part of the stone and get down to the oil. And we're just going to put it on. And that's our yellow. One of my favorites is the blue. The green is also really pretty. But there's no right or wrong, and I'd like to smear them around with my fingers. And if you don't want to smear them around with your fingers, then find another way to move them around. That's okay. You don't have to do it. And you can see I just did them any way I wanted to, just like that. Now, if you normally you would let them dry 24 hours. The oil paints need to dry 24 hours. And I am going to be putting the design on with an Identipen because it does not bleed when it is varnished. If you didn't have an Identipen or couldn't find one at the craft store, go and varnish them first and then put it on with a permanent marker like a Sharpie. And Sharpie's supposed to be coming out with some new ones that aren't supposed to bleed, so we're going to have to give those a try. So unless you have an Identipen, then go ahead and varnish it. If you do find the Identipens, which are really, really great craft pens, especially if you're into the Zentangle, then go ahead and use it first and then varnish it afterwards. So we're going to let that guy dry. And what we did is we went to the computer and we typed in cross images, and you can look at all the different crosses, or you can also put the image up on the the computer, you can click where it just shows just the images on all the different crosses. So just Google it and come up with all the different types of designs and get some ideas. And actually my husband Bud did most of these, which is really fun, and he's a great artist in his own right. We just got to get him doing a little bit more, but I was really impressed with his designs that he came up. You can do them all the same, or you can do them different. And like we talked about, doing them for a cause, if you were doing them for cancer and you made a ribbon and made the background pink, so there's all kinds of different things that you can do with that. So I'm going to put my cross on. And another thing that is kind of fun is stones are a little bit longer too. Now on this one, I'm going to put my outside edges first, so I'm going to know where I'm going to come into. Get my hands out of the way there so you can see, and I'm going to come down and I'm going to meet them in the middle. And then you can do whatever you want to. I'm going to put another line right down the middle of these. And don't think that you can't just do the inside. You could do some designs on the outside to make it look like it was shining, or you know, some swirls or anything like that as well. Just let your imagination kind of go crazy and do all kinds of things that you can think of. And see how fast and simple those go together, and especially if you're working with several all lined up at a time, you can just sit there and just do them. Give them to a Bible study group, friends that need encouragement, all kinds of different things. So this is a real simple project, and I'd love to see what you come up with. If you have any questions, email me at art@miriamjoy.com. And for more of the fun videos, make sure you check out my website. At the end of the video, we'll leave that up for you as well, where we have new videos always coming for you. Thank you, and God bless.